Hey everyone, emmy-lou here. Welcome to the class that unfortunately we all missed due to the COVID threshold. We are going to do the last square on your picture. So you should have 5 of your squares filled in and you're going to have the last square. This is where our picture's going to go. So all you're going to need, anything to colour in with, it doesn't even matter what you use. I'm going to use chalk. But you could use watercolour pencil, you could use colouring pencil, you could use felt tip, you could use paint, you could use whatever you like. I'm just going to draw the square that you already have on your work. So this just symbolises your square on your piece of work. Does that make sense? So you've got your 5 squares, this is your 6th square. Okay, let's go. So all you're going to need to do, we're going to do a lighthouse. So it's a summary picture. It's to do with the seaside. So we're just going to start off with, for the sake of the video, I'm just going to do it quite fast. And then you can take your time colouring it in, just so you know exactly what to do. And because it's a YouTube video, you can go back and watch it again and again if you like. So pause, go faster, go slower, whatever works for you. So we've got some rocks in the foreground. I'm going to put some texture on the rocks just so it looks like it's not as smooth. Then we're going to do a lighthouse. Absolutely love lighthouses. So we're just going to go up, and then join it there. And we want these to be, I mean, it doesn't have to be a stripy lighthouse, but I like the stripes. And to keep it simple, because the square is so small, isn't it, that you're working on, I'm going to do a door and just 3 little itty bitty windows. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just do a line there and a line there and join it up because it's going to be the railings. Don't need to do too many railings. And then I'm going to do a rectangle. So we're going to go on the top and then a nice dome. This is going to be, well, this bit here is where the light's coming out. So to warn the ships away from the rocks, try and make sure there's some light in there. I'm going to do like a little window there and a little window there. Then I want to do a seagull. I had a seagull once take my entire ice cream. I couldn't believe it. I just bought it. There was like 3 different types of ice cream, massive ice cream, and this massive seagull came along and just took the whole thing, which I was quite sad about. Right, we're going to do a shape like that for the head. So think about where it is on your square. So it's going to be roughly there. Then you want to do a beak. So you can do a little line there and you're going to go, oh, join it up. It doesn't matter how you do the beak as long as you've got a little bit of a beak. Then we're going to go like that. And inside, if you can't quite see, maybe make the screen a bit bigger, but it's going to be a little bit more like a beak for the bottom. Then you're going to touch there and you're going to make a really nice tummy. So it's kind of like, it reminds me of a slide for some reason. And then we're going to go down. We're going to touch the head, have a neck, and go down. Mine will go off the page, doesn't matter, it's fine. And then we want to just give him a wing. And just here, there tends to be a bit of white. So we've got like grey, white, black normally on the seagull. My legs won't fit all the way in. So I'm just going to do 2 lines. You can make them a bit chunky if you like with some, there's a bobbly knee bits. So that's what mine's going to look like. The eye, just going to do it like that. Doesn't matter. You could do a cartoon eye or something really fun if you like. That's roughly my seagull. My seagull's going to be sitting on a rock. So like these rocks, just going to draw a bit of a rock inside, like where his feet are. His feet are going to go way down, but you can't see it. Now, because it's quite a small square and we want it to look stunning, and we want to colour it all in, I'm going to keep this picture quite simple. So I'm going to do a horizon line here. So if you can see, I'm drawing, pick it up, float, 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 draw. That way you get a really nice smooth line. Here I want to do, it's just like the shoreline. It's kind of like the cliffs. Okay, that is all I need. I don't want to do a sun because I'm going to do a sunset. Up to you if you want to or not. So let's start colouring in. If you haven't drawn it all and you want to add more, just pause the video. You might want to add more cliffs, you might want to do a sunshine, you might want to do more lines, you might want to do more rocks, so you might want to put a sandy shore. So just add what you want to add and then pause the video and then we can go back to the colouring. So colouring, I'm going to use chalk, so it's chalk pastels. They look like this. It's quite messy, my pot. But you can use anything. Right, the first thing I want to do is I want to work on the top bit because then I won't smudge it. So whatever you're using, start at the top. So I'm going to do the sky. So I'm going to have a go at doing, I'm going to start off with red for the bottom of my sky because I want to do a really nice sunset. This will be done quite quick with me, but you take your time because I want to show you what it could look like. So some of you might want to do a black sky so it's night time. You might want to do, pink's got an interesting one actually, I've just realised, next to the orange. You might want to do a blue sky. You could just do a completely pink sky if you like. Doesn't have to be like mine. I'm just going to do something a bit different, so you can choose. You can say, no, I don't want to do that, or you can be like, oh, I quite like that. Okay, so I'm obviously doing it with chalk, so I have to blend, but if you're doing it in paint, you can blend it as well. So when you do it with paint, you just blend the edges, and what I mean by edges is this is red and I'm going to blend inside the orange, so you get a brush and you do the same as what I'm doing with my finger. And the same with watercolour, you get the brush and you blend it in because you don't want it to look like a Roundtree's fruit lolly, you know those lollies where you got different sections. You want it to blend in if possible. It's like you're mixing it in with your fingers. The blue and the yellow makes a green, which kind of looks quite nice. Okay, I quite like that, to be honest. My finger's a bit messy. Right, and as I say, take your time, pause the video. This video is probably going to be about 25 minutes, the class is an hour, so you would be taking your time, you'd be colour mixing, so don't worry if I've finished and you haven't, it doesn't matter at all. It's probably better if you take your time. I want to draw some birds in the horizon with black. Just had this idea. And depending on what you're using, because you could do it with white paint. But with my white chalk, I could rub out little areas and make white, almost like it's not stars, but just marks in the sky. You can't really see it on this, but you can do that, or you can just add white blobs of paint. Might take it off because it looks a bit strange if you can't see it properly. Right, now I'm going to do my cliffs. I really want to do a dark green. So against my sky, a dark green works really well. I'm just going to colour it in there. I think I mentioned that I wanted to do a sand, didn't I? And I haven't really drawn it, so I might do this. So this will be my beach. So I just did a line there and a line there. I don't have to do that, but I suddenly got this feeling that it would look quite cool. So can you see I'm working my way right down the picture? I want to do the lighthouse last because I want to do all of this first. I'm going to get a light blue because I've already used the dark blue on the sky. So I want it to look slightly different. Ooh, it's quite tricky doing my... Can you see that? It looks like day and night almost, doesn't it? I quite like that effect. So, there we go. Now, I'm going to do my rocks. I'm going to do them grey, but I'm going to outline them like that. And if you've got paint, you can do the same. If you've got pencil, you could probably do the same if it's watercolour, because I'm going to then blend it. So you would do your edge with the watercolour pencil and then blend it with water, or go round with paint and then blend it with water. And if you're not quite sure about that, just do the whole thing grey. To do the lines on it, you can just go round with a grey or a black. So whatever works for you. As long as it stands out, it doesn't matter. You can even do a starfish on there, couldn't you, or something fun. Right, his little legs are orange. Normally his beak would be yellowy orange. I'm going to do an orange, it'll look kind of cool. Then black for the end of his tail. I thought there was one in Nemo, but it's a pelican, isn't it? I got so confused. Could do a little blue eye. I like the idea of the lighthouse windows being on. How cool would it be to live in a lighthouse? There'd be so many stairs though, wouldn't it? With my ankle when I ruptured my Achilles, I don't think going up the stairs would be too good. Right, we're going to do a grey. Doesn't have to be grey, you could decide what colour you want. But the whole thing, I kind of want it to be grey. If you're using chalk, you just get your finger and you smudge over. Now, it's white and red, my one. Yeah, it's white and red. So I want to do one section's white, and to make it look white, you go over around the edges with a grey. So you can do this with paint, or you could just outline it at the end with a marker or something. This bit is red, so I'm going to really colour this in. And it doesn't have to be a red one. It's nice and bright if it's red, you can't miss it, but you might prefer to do it dark blue. There's ones that are black as well, which looks cool. And if you're using chalk, you just smudge. If things don't stand out, because the lighthouse and the seagulls in the foreground in front of you, I'm going to colour the door black. So if it doesn't stand out, we can outline it to make it stand out. So my seagull would be grey on the wing. Can you see that? And because of my black line that I drew it with, it looks fine, but you might want to outline yours. So I'm going to get a grey and outline the bird, just so it stands out, otherwise you can't see it very well. And if you find that the lighthouse doesn't stand out either, you can just get a dark brown or a black and just outline it as well. I mean, you could, if you wanted to, get a darker blue and put it on the horizon line where the water is and blend. You could literally take a long time doing this. You can add a lot more detail. I'm just doing this just so you can see what the picture looks like and how you could colour it in. I'm going to go around the windows in black because it stands out so good. Just going over it to soften it. And then the light of the lighthouse, because it's shining, you could literally just do that, couldn't you? I don't know if you can see that on the picture. So that's all we need to do. If you find that any of it's lost and you can't outline it, just get, say for example, this is the water here, I'd get a dark blue to outline that. Then I'd get, can't find it, then I'd get a dark green to outline the hill. So if anything's not outlined and you can't see it very well, just get a darker colour. Even my sea here, I could get a darker blue to outline that. So make sure you outline it. You could put some ripples in the water, you could do anything. So yeah, that is literally it for that picture. Make sure you sign your work at the end. So if you've got 6 squares, on the right hand bottom side of that square, just sign your name. I'm going to sign it on my one, but your one might not be at the bottom. So there's my name. So just sign your name, and then there you have it. Your picture's done. If you're using chalk, spray it with hairspray. If you're not using chalk, it's fine. And just go over all of your other 5 pieces and just have a look and see what else you could add, because you might decide that you want to add something else to all the others. So one of them, you might want to add, like the bucket and spade, you might want to add a bit more sand, or you might want to just finish areas. Some of you haven't completely finished them, so go back and look at all 5. And if you think you're completely done, then that's it. And hopefully I shall see you again. I can't speak. Hopefully I'll see you again. Hopefully I'll teach you again, and well done. And if you want to send me your artwork, just get your parents to email me your finished pieces, because I would love to see them. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.